Good day, everyone. This is Dude, along with
Tommy, hello. And today we are doing the Praying Mantis from the Insect Collection Lego Ideas set number 50, which is overall Lego set number 21342.
yes. Ooh, Praying Mantis.
Yes. We do have these in the yard on occasion, but it's a rare sight for us.
Yes. Also had one get in our garage once. It's like, oh, you're not. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's get you outside. But yeah, they are definitely around here. Usually either a dark green or brown. Depending
Yes.
on.
So some look like grass, some look like sticks.
So this, in comparison, is a brighter variant of what we'd see around here.
Yes, much. This is one you might see more in the tropics, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Still
Or
would
at
see
least
that
the
color around.
at least the just the slight shade
Yeah.
that I'm thinking of here. Slightly warmer areas in
True.
general. Where
Yeah,
it stays greener all year round.
Yeah. Not so much near water. Since we're not too far away from water here. Yay, good old Maryland. Go far enough, you'll find anything to represent another part of the country.
Yep.
A lot of horse farms
Oh yeah.
around here.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to point out, printed eye.
Aha.
Technically, there's two of them.
The set has given us an A for effort.
Yay!
2 of them even.
Hey, one for each of us.
It's a Dance Dance Revolution score. Double A.
Nice.
You could have done better. That is that one, but it was still pretty dang good.
Double A, you didn't just fall on your face. I'm not speaking of past incident.
Hopefully not at a DDR machine.
No.
Because, ow.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. Thankfully, DDR machines have those nice bars.
Yes, although I suppose if you fell in a certain way, it would be an extra ow.
Yeah. And that's why I have false teeth. I do not, I'm just making the joke. Because, yeah, if you fell wrong, that really would bust your teeth.
Knowing some of the DDR players that I do, they might actually take that as a, that sort of thing as just a, badge of honor. I did this for my favorite game. Or something like that.
True.
And I got back up and I finished the round. Now, we have ladybugs of an assortment here.
Yes.
The camera can pick that up fairly
Well,
nicely.
I'm gonna say this now. You can tell this is an American praying mantis. It has guns.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure what the guns are used for, but albeit it has multiple revolvers.
I'll be getting started shortly here. I am very close to being done sorting.
Yes, Kami is better at sorting than me.
I'm more of a stickler about it. It's more of the truth, though.
I'll just dump it and go. I'll find them sooner or later.
I take a moment just to go through, look at what I'm working with. I don't seem to be needing to construct a puzzle for wings, so that's
helpful on like the butterfly.
although it did turn out gorgeous.
Oh yes.
And we should have a link to the butterfly and our other build in the
That would
description.
make sense. Dude, trying to remember if the future dude actually does this. Let's go. Okay, first we record. Then it gets uploaded. Then it sits for a day. Then dude does the descriptions and
We go through a few steps.
Yes.
Anyway.
dude's forgetful. That's the moral of the story. It appears.
This looks like a familiar starting point.
Yes, it appears you get to make the base I did.
Or a very similar one at any rate.
Yes. Yeah.
Some of this is very quick to figure out.
Yes.
Make a giant plus sign for the time being.
Yep. I think you just need to get that one brick down a little more. There you go.
Is no longer a plus sign.
This is where having one of those urethane mallets would be helpful. I'm a mallet.
Dude has stolen things away from me.
Sorry. The downside of putting plates
Yeah.
on plates.
Yeah, they do flex out of
Place alone.
place a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. I was gonna say 7, get back here.
Yeah. Then you need all the black triangles.
Yep. I try to just cruise along, having observed some of dude constructing this base before. Thank you. I think the way that makes sense to me.
Is to start with the piece that essentially locks in the others.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And since it's the quote-unquote innermost piece as well,
Yes.
made sense to place that first.
Because you have the outer pieces move without that one in place.
Okay. Now to get to the part that distinguishes this from other bases. Which part is that? No, I'm kidding.
This is usually, if it's anything like the last one, this is the hardest part because it's getting that first piece in the right spot. Then everything goes in place.
I think I might have it in the right spot. We'll find out.
Yes. Absolute worst case, we have separators.
seems like it's lined up right based on the
Excellent.
location of this single dot.
Excellent.
Yes, there it is. Now the tricky part here is this one, I think, goes here. You go in that spot. Now I have
Some leaves.
leaves to place.
Yeah, praying mantises are very interesting
Indeed.
bugs.
They follow the same rules about when a pair gets together as many other bugs do, but at the same time it's just like, oh, sometimes one of them does get away
Mm-hmm.
instead of other situations.
True.
One does wonder kind of how that came to be a trait of so many bug species.
Yeah. This is why the males that normally get away make sure the female has eaten first before trying to go for children. So they're not next on the dinner plate.
I believe I've got things in the right spot here. Ah, that's where these come in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These pieces. Middle. Middle. Almost a random spot. Middle of this as well. Come on. Sometimes things do not want to. Dude, if I could bother you for that, please. While I'm looking for the
And
other piece I need.
a trick to sometimes do. No, that does not want to work in this.
No.
I was thinking, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I had another one on it. Yeah. But not on a single. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
I'm thinking, no, that only works on double height, not single.
Not that one.
Sad
This one.
when your own tricks, you realize, oh, I'm doing them wrong.
Sometimes the techniques you pick up over time, you learn basically where they're best applied.
Yes.
Because not every one works in the same situation.
True. I have used a brick separator multiple times to help build,
Yes.
which is always fun too.
Ladybugs. What step did you go in place? There we are. Missed something there, but it was thankfully simple to
Correct.
rectify.
So yeah, if I knew there were ladybugs, I would have mentioned that this video instead of a previous video.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Let's spend another while talking about how cool they are again. No.
They're really great if you have any roses because aphids, very little, tiny little dots of a bug.
Yeah.
And they'll just go along and clean up for you. They're very nice about that. And supposedly, good luck if they land on you.
Did I grab the wrong length of this? I may have.
Oops. It's an easy correction.
Yes. Just transpose
Yes.
a little bit.
Okay, let's draw about a bug I know is not in here. Fireflies.
We do have them around, just not in the...
Yeah. They're a fun beetle. With their glowing butts. Yeah, their main season for being seen is July.
Around here.
See, Lego needs to come out with a second one, Firefly, and a cicada.
We do get cicadas around here too.
Yeah, it's not even cicada season this year, and you hear them.
Yeah.
And see, to me growing up, they're the standard sound of night. It's comforting to hear them, but I hear other people complain about it. It's like, why? It's comfort.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you were raised in the city, hearing traffic sounds at night is more
Might be more
soothing
your speed.
because that's
what you're used to.
Yeah. That's it exactly.
Here we are, these pieces. Come on. There we are. Now I get to grab one of these
Yes.
to lock that in.
Front pieces and all the way down. There you go. Thank you.
Flip things over. There we are. Got a fun little structure going on here.
Speaking of weird sounds at night, it's kind of like in college and getting used to the sound of stun grenades being used.
Oh gosh.
It just happened to be the sound traveled from where one of the government agencies, I think, did testing. So, well, training. Not testing. And every now, you knew when it was the main training because you'd hear it at, around 7, 8 o'clock at night.
It's just like, oh, that again.
Uh-huh. Fun of going to a college that was in the middle of the woods. Oh. Odd stories.
Yep.
We had a flock of deer that would hang around the college too. Because it knew it was safe.
Yeah.
Couldn't get hunted, it was on
Protected land. Right? Basically.
Yeah, I've seen so many deer that go, no, this is our territory. Because they know they're safe there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always interesting when you run into those interesting groups.
Yeah. And that goes on here, if I am correct. I think I am. And flip over and do similar on the other side here.
Yes. And while we're talking about animals, as we're building bugs,
Yeah.
one thing we don't have right around here is foxes.
They're in other parts of the
Yeah.
area, but
But once county park we go to has foxes.
yes,
Occasionally.
always happy to see them.
Yes. It's fun when we run into them. They normally will be watching us.
Yeah,
More than we watch them, it seems.
yeah,
I mean, it's one of those, we're not going after them, they're not going after us. It's just kind of like, what are you doing? And it's not like they're backing. No, they get a little closer to have a better view. If we move a little closer, it backs off. We move a little further, it keeps a safe distance.
yeah.
But we've had it many times where it's kind of like, a fox is watching us.
Yep. Sometimes the whole back and forth ends up being a fun tango.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, anyway.
It's very clear neither of us will really truly bother the other, but both of us are looking at each other.
Yep. Just going, what are you doing here? The fox
Yep.
to us, and then we're like, well, you know, we were just kind of passing through the area. Kind of hoping to see you, actually, but...
He...
Sorry, I'm using like a right hand, left hand to try and figure out the direction of the point on these pieces. This goes in here.
I say, to make the nice slant.
Let's see, then we have these go together. Right there. Whew. Multi-step steps.
Oh, yes. And thankfully, an animal we definitely don't have around here. Bears.
Oh yeah. We have to drive a good bit before we're even in
Yeah.
the vicinity.
And we've
of
seen
a
them
bear.
in Skyline Drive.
Yep.
And when you see the baby bear, it's kind of like, doors are locked.
Doors are locked and we are not leaving the vehicle.
No.
Because Mama ain't far behind.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, baby bear's safely across. Wait a moment. Oh, there's Mama. That I've seen them a whole 3 times in my life. And it's usually because there's a cub nearby.
Yep.
It's the only reason they made themselves visible at all.
Yeah, the cubs get curious and reveal themselves, and then it's just going like, okay, we're just gonna leave.
Yeah.
If we're out of the car, essentially.
Thankfully, we haven't been.
We haven't been, I'm just going...
Yeah. That's our game plan.
That's our game plan if we ran across one while just walking around, basically.
Yep. The fun of, I don't mess with you, you don't mess with me, everyone's happy.
Of course, when we talk about bears in Skyline Drive, we aren't really talking about grizzly bears.
No, just brown bears.
They would be brown
black
grizzly,
bears.
Yeah,
Black
we're
bears.
talking about black bears. Grizzly
Black
bears
bears.
are
Not the
are
brown
the brown.
bears.
Yeah.
I said it backwards, and I know I did. And don't get me wrong, the cubs are adorable when you see them. It's like, I really want to pet the cute teddy bear. But that's also how you die.
Yeah, that's the situation in which in which a black bear will
Not be
back,
nice.
will not back down, because usually they are the ones you can shoo away if you have to.
Yeah. And in the park, again, they don't like to make themselves seen. It's the cubs. They grow out of that. But thankfully, they are of the mindset of, you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you, everyone gets to walk away.
Yep. Okay. Now, where do you go in place? Here? I think.
Looks like it. Put some arms on it, and we have a wooden T-Rex.
Yeah. Well, we'd also have to extend a tail, and there's not much clearance there for a tail.
True. I know, weird side thought I keep going with.
Yeah. Things are moving along. I get to place another ladybug, so yay.
So fun of warming temperatures in areas has allowed some beetles that affect pine trees to essentially get to them and take those trees out.
Ooh.
So there's been large areas of die-off lately. They found this is a hidden good thing, they're thinking. Because the area where there's usually a lot of pine trees, unless it's further up in mountains and all, where they're naturally, they were planted there because a lot of those wooded areas had been cut down due to booms during Industrial Revolution and then during the wars and all.
So in other words, it's helping things get back to where they were naturally.
The pine trees that were planted were done because they were fast growing. So where that's happened is the dead trees are becoming great mulch, essentially, because the beetles are essentially making a mulch. And hence the connection here of the trees. It's because of the beetle. And it's allowing the natural of the normal inhabitant tree species to start growing back. They've been noticing.
Interesting.
So although there's this one, oh no, this is horrible, it's happened, it's also then turning out to be a hidden benefit because it's reintroducing all the original flora that should have been there to start with. So
interesting.
And the dead trees, after they've essentially been mulched by the beetles, are being great for helping with water retention and just essentially ground protection in general while they grow. So what was first thought to be a horrible
tragedy,
ecological disaster because of the beetle, is turning out to be a hidden benefit. Because an interesting thing, Arbor Day, the day in the US we're going, go plant a tree. That was introduced because of the Dust Bowl, where essentially there weren't enough trees in the US to prevent essentially things from drying out and tearing up farms and everything else, hence Dust Bowl. So Arbor Day and the planting of different trees and all was introduced. The US has a lot more trees than it did when that originally started. So that's the interesting side effect.
Yes.
But also does protect the land because it creates natural barriers. So you don't have a quote-unquote dust bowl of wind and all just go completely through a state. You have things, different trees and all blocking. Ooh, that's a very nice branch.
Yes.
And now you get to work on some flowers.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm just noting because, yeah, interesting how a beetle that specifically targets that type of pine tree, because it's been warmer, has been able to get to these, and it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's going, yeah, on one hand, it's going, well, that took out a lot of trees. On the other hand, it's allowing the original trees to regrow.
I'm supposed to put these on first.
Yeah.
My bad.
So, that's an interesting thing Dude has learned recently.
Nature, it can have some unexpected interactions with itself.
Oh, yes. Now, it's a shame right now we have a problem with what are known as spotted lanternflies, or
Yeah.
lantern moths. Or
Lantern
whatever.
flies.
Lanternflies. They're very pretty. They're horrible because they have no natural predators around here. So they're a, hey, kill on sight, please, bug.
Yeah.
Again, they're gorgeous. They're horrible. They will destroy trees, they'll destroy crops,
Yeah.
everything.
They eat just about everything, and nothing around here really eats them.
Yeah.
Which is where the problem comes in.
Thankfully, some of our spiders outside do, though.
Yeah,
But
the spiders
the problem
seem to be learning,
Yeah.
but
The problem is there's too many of them versus the spiders.
yeah.
Anyway, just an odd note of a
Hopefully,
not so happy scenario.
well, hopefully
Something will.
as time goes by, because nature, it will find a way.
Usually, yes. Something will take it out.
Something will go, you know what, I'm gonna try eating this. Oh wait, I can digest this. I now eat it.
Yes. I mean, you go far enough back in Earth's history, the reason there's coal is because nothing ate trees originally when they died. They just sat there and nothing was causing them to break down. And over years, that ended up becoming coal in the ground, as all the other minerals and all seeped out and the carbon remained. I like geology too.
Science.
Let me show you my rocks.
There we go. And I think, yep, we are now going on to bag 7. So the base is now complete.
Very cute. I like the slightly hidden ladybug there.
Yes.
And we have a spare
We have a
ladybug.
spare ladybug. That's always a good thing.
And I'll point this out now. It's telling me right now, 2. Do it twice. Kind of like, thank you. I will listen.
I'm going to steal a piece for a moment because I kind of, well, I was going to say I kind of expect that dude won't need this right away. I'm going to be handing this back.
Yeah. I need it pretty much immediately. Woo. Anyway, what were you going to say with that piece real quick?
I was just going to be like, that is an interesting piece.
Yes. Usually, when I've had that piece, it's for a spaceship.
Yes.
And now it's for a bug.
More specifically, I think this is maybe for a lower leaf that a bug sits upon.
That might be it too.
If I am looking at...
Yeah, that might very well be. Because, yeah, the Mantis is... Yeah. So, yes, these are leaves I'm working on. Let's see here.
when you think about it, this does kind of resemble a banana leaf,
True.
even if it's not necessarily intended to be a banana tree in this case, because I'm pretty sure this isn't one.
No. It's a pawpaw tree. A native tropical-esque fruit
Yes.
for a non-tropical region.
Yes.
Never had one, but it's good. That's interesting to learn about because they do not ship.
Yeah. Some folks are trying to work on
Cultivating
a variety that can ship, but as with a lot of things, it'll take a while before they can figure things out. It's kind of, appearance-wise, from images I've seen, it kind of resembles a mango from the outside, but on the inside it's more of a custard type fruit.
Yes. Like an overripe banana on the inside. Very soft.
Yes.
That's how you get the tropical fruit. Come on. Just a little. We have leaves.
Yes.
It's one of our magnolia trees. Because those have big leaves.
Yeah, and just because of the,
Just not those flowers.
yeah. Well, you know, those are tiny, but they are kind of magnolia shaped.
Yeah, true. Yeah, some depends on the type of magnolia.
Yeah.
I'm used to the ones that are
Giant.
fit in both hands.
Yes. But I was about to say, you know, the interesting posing of this particular base, now that the leaves and all are on it, it's kind of reminiscent of a certain Pokemon. The Sudowoodo, I believe.
Yes.
Just the angle of the curve of the branch and the leaves being held out like, hey.
Just going, flowers? Wait, it's a stone. How dare it have extra camouflage? But yeah, that really does have that Sudowoodo vibe, doesn't it?
Mm.
Well, time to go get Squirtle from the backyard. I'm going with the snapping variety. In this case, I'm not going box. I'm not being nice. Now, snapping turtle babies, they're cute. They're like, yeah, they can't hurt you yet. They have jagged little back on the shell. So they're like, oh, this is interesting. And you find Mama, who's like, nyeh, and that's the shell. Fishhook claws, and literally.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, we're not messing with you. You could hurt me many ways.
Yes.
And I do not want to find out how many. The answer is too many.
Yeah. In the case, with a large enough snapping turtle, the answer is 1 is too many.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are fascinating creatures, though.
Oh, yes. You just don't want to be their attempted meal. Because they can take your finger.
Attempted meal or a perceived threat.
Yep. chances of them actually killing you, very unlikely.
But they can put you through some hurt.
They can easily take a finger. And you will not get it back. Thankfully, not from experience. I used to be like Stanford and had 6 fingers. Oh, bad joke. So I highlight a really good Disney show.
Yes.
We have the body.
Now to further tie in our current project to some of our other featured items on the channel, boy, it would be interesting to have Gravity Falls in Lorcana.
Yes. Oh, this is my Bill Cipher deck. It's designed to torment.
Imagine the effect of a Weird Mageddon card.
Ooh. There's a lot of odd possibilities there, actually. It's like we've been enjoying Lorcana, and then we go, oh, they've brought in this?
Yes.
They might bring in this. So, I'm building the upper torso right now. And I need this red piece. Now I start with a stick. Yeah, there's several interesting animated I'd like to see.
Yeah.
The original Gummy Bears. They bounce here and there and everywhere.
Yes. I definitely like more Disney afternoon shows.
Yeah. And get us the Goof Troop. Actually, I'd be happy with just more Tailspin.
Yeah.
There's been a little bit, but not nearly enough. Now,
and of course, because they have a little bit of Tailspin and they have a little bit of DuckTales.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have more of DuckTales than they do of Tailspin.
True.
They really need to bring in Darkwing.
Oh, yes. I mean, Darkwing is almost entirely set up for card game.
We've been all over the place conversationally this video, I realize.
Yeah. It's what we do.
Yes.
We go off on a tangent. And then we'll go off on a different tangent. Then somehow we're in New Jersey. And we're just confused. Yes.
Very nicely built, I would say. And the fact that they're able to be articulated.
Yeah. I'll have some fun with that later on.
With posing.
Uh-huh. And now I get to make 4 legs. Literally, it just has to do this next step 4 times.
Yep.
It's like, okay. Here are the instructions.
Would you like me to help any?
Yes.
Okay.
You get out of here. So.
Okay, I go to the door. No, I'm
You knew I was talking to a Lego piece. So if you could do that a few more times. I do one more. And then we cap it like so. Since it only goes on one way.
Yep. There we go.
And towards the lower slope, we put the quote-unquote robot arm.
The lower slope.
So when you're looking at this okay. Those together and cap them with those, please and thank you.
Okay, so like this?
Yep. And then boop.
Just to reduce the repetitive.
And put 2 guns at the bottom. American.
I assume this way?
They can only go one way. Oh.
We have now come full circle.
Yes. And then
I'll let you do that so you can pose things properly.
hey, it stands on its own.
Yes.
As it should. And now I get to form the head. The head comes together quite quickly.
Yes.
And now, the fancy part. The eyes.
Aha.
That will stare into your soul.
That is something that Mantis eyes are good at doing.
Yes. Okay. This is an interesting. So crowbars. By the way, the Lego crowbar here is also a brick separator.
Nice.
It can be used to get underneath bricks to help lever them out. So they do have more function than just look. No.
As appropriate for a crowbar.
Yes.
But in this case, I believe they're being used as antennae.
Yep. And once it's fully attached, it then won't fall out so easily.
Here, from the looks of things, we are very close to being done.
Oh, yes. Lower your arms a little. Have one held back, one reaching out going, hey, what's this? Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. And then you easily connect to the branch here. Actually, because we'll tilt your head towards the flower.
Very nice.
It'd be helpful if he has his legs on things.
Yeah.
Gripping. There we go. That looks appropriate for a praying mantis. The look of it is quite good.
Yes.
I'm very happy with this build. There we go. Now he can stare off. Just doesn't show off, and there we go. Okay. Be that way. But this was the praying mantis of the LEGO Insect Collection.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll join us for other builds. And in the meantime, have a good day. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.